Hey, what's up, guys? Steve here, and today we're going to take a look at the 30 highest selling 1987 through 1994 Michael Jordan basketball cards from the Fanatics weekly auction that ended on January 26th. And we'll kick today's list off at number 30 with Michael Jordan's 1992 Upper Deck Fanimation, card number 506. This was a PSA 9 that received 11 bids, and it sold for $28.80. Up next at number 29 is this 1994 Upper Deck MJ Rare Air Michael Jordan, card number 49. This was a PSA 10 that received 15 bids, and it also sold for $28.80. Coming in at number 28 is this 1994 SP Silver Michael Jordan, card number MJ1. This was a CGC 8 that received 9 bids, and it sold for $30 even. Coming in at number 27 is Michael Jordan's 1993 Ultra All-NBA, card number 2. This was a PSA 9 that received 15 bids, and it sold for $43.20. Up next at number 26 is this 1990 McDonald's The Layup Pinkback Michael Jordan, card number 1. This was a PSA 8 that received 18 bids, and it sold for just short of $50. We get our first Jordan from the 1980s at number 25, with this 1988 Fleer Michael Jordan sticker number 7. This was a PSA 8 with the ST qualifier that received 14 bids, and it sold for $51.60. Up next at number 24 is Michael Jordan's 1993 Ultra Famous Nicknames, card number 7. This Jordan insert was in a CGC 9 that received 26 bids, and it sold for $62.40. Coming in at number 23 is this 1992 Topps Archives Michael Jordan, card number 52. This was a PSA 9 that received 33 bids, and it sold for $64.80. We get our first big price jump at number 22 with this 1988 Michael Jordan Rules card. This was a PSA 10 that received 30 bids, and it sold for $126. Coming in at number 21 is this 1992 Diamond Sports Memorabilia Hand-Cut Michael Jordan, card number 12. This Jordan was in a PSA 9 that received 27 bids, and it sold for $174. And kicking off the top 20 of today's list is this 1994 Upper Deck MJ Rare Air Promo Michael Jordan. This was a PSA 10 that received 15 bids, and it also sold for $174. We're headed back to the peak of the junk wax era at number 19. With Michael Jordan's 1990 Fleer base card with card number 26. This was a PSA 10 that received 16 bids, and it sold for $192. Up next at number 18 is this 1993 Ultra Power in the Key Michael Jordan, card number 2. This Jordan insert was in a PSA 8 that received 22 bids, and it sold for $204. Coming in at number 17 is Michael Jordan's 1994 Skybox Emotion Intense with card number 3. This was a PSA 9 that received 22 bids, and it sold for $252. Up next at number 16 is this 1993 Hoops Supreme Court Michael Jordan, card number SC11. This was a PSA 10 that received 23 bids, and it sold for $276. We're back to the 1980s at number 15 with Michael Jordan's 1987 Fleer base card with card number 59. This was a BGS 8 that received 19 bids, and it sold for $336. Up next at number 14 is this 1994 Topps Embossed Golden Idols Michael Jordan, card number 121. This was a PSA 9 that received 27 bids, and it sold for $360. Coming in at number 13 is this 1987 Gigantes de la NBA Michael Jordan, card number 56. This was a PSA 5 that received 19 bids, and it sold for $360. Up next at number 12 is this 1992 Hoops 100 Superstars Michael Jordan, card number 14. This was a PSA 9 that received 26 bids, and it sold for $420. Coming in at number 11 is this 1992 Fleer Tony's Pizza Michael Jordan. This was a PSA 10 that received 32 bids, and it sold for $810. And kicking off the top 10 of today's list is Michael Jordan's 1989 Fleer base card with card number 21. This was a PSA 10 that received 26 bids, and it sold for $870. Up next at number 9 is Michael Jordan's 1987 Panini sticker with sticker number 141. This Jordan was in a BGS 9.5 that received 24 bids, and it sold for $930. Coming in at number 8 is this 1992 Baseball Cards Presents Basketball Price Guide Michael Jordan, card number 1. This was a PSA 9 that received 29 bids, and it sold for $1,140. Up next at number 7 is Michael Jordan's 1993 Fleer All-Stars with card number 5. This was a PSA 10 that received 30 bids, and it sold for $1,200. Coming in at number 6 is this 1993 Finest Michael Jordan Refractor, card number 1. This Jordan Refractor was in a BGS 9 that received 31 bids, and it sold for $1,410. Alright guys, and as you could tell by the shorter top 30 list today, this was an off week for this era of Jordan cards. I did run across two of Jordan's iconic Junk Wax era cards, and we'll start off with his 1991 Skybox, card number 39. This was a CGC 10 that received 10 bids, and it sold for $25.20. Alright, and for our second and last bonus card, I ran across this 1990 Hoops Michael Jordan, card number 65. This was a PSA 9 that received 7 bids, and it sold for $21.60. And kicking off the top 5 of today's list is this 1992 Stadium Club members only Michael Jordan, card number 1. This Jordan that was in a BGS Gold Label 10 received 57 bids, and it sold for just short of $1,600. Up next at number 4 is this 1988 Fleer Michael Jordan, card number 17. This was a PSA 10 that received 27 bids, and it sold for $3,240. Coming in at number 3 is Michael Jordan's 1988 Fleer All-Star card with card number 120. This was a PSA 10 that received 40 bids, and it sold for $5,520. Up next at number 2 is this 1994 Finest Michael Jordan Refractor, card number 331. This refractor that had the protective coating was in a PSA 10 that received 20 bids, and it sold for $6,600. And topping off today's list at number 1 is this 1993 Ultra Scoring Kings Michael Jordan, card number 5. This was a PSA 10 that received 22 bids, and it sold for $6,800. Thanks for joining me today, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.